the different groups at different places about yoga, health and yoga. So see, we're going to talk about, like yoga, and then I'll come back and talk about Ayurveda and summarize it. Thank you. Shuru kariye.
Namaste. Thank you for this kind introduction. Actually, pretty generous. Thank you for that. Being in a medical science, I thought that if I combine the beautiful two sciences together and bring out the unseen values to the people, because we nowadays tend to believe more things if it's scientifically proven. But certain times in spirituality, these things are not proven. They are usually self-experimented. And then when you have seen that this is when you listen to spiritual leaders, when you get some training, when you self-experiment yourself, it makes you a believer out of it. So what I would like to share with you guys today, and it's such a wide subject. What subject should I pick? I was just thinking in my mind, because I like to, it's a huge subject and I like to say a lot of things, but in time constraint, it's not easy for us. As such, yoga itself is so wide. I probably know less than 5%, honestly speaking. But thank you for giving me this opportunity and platform for whatever little I have to share with you guys. So I'm just gonna go from my mind. And I'm thinking the best thing today, I can take a small subject, is on independence. Because we are celebrating our independence weekend this weekend. So I thought that would be perhaps the best way to just bring out some few things I would like to share. So we tend to always talk about independence physically. Country's Independence Day is what we are celebrating. Now is the time to go ahead and celebrate our own independence. So what are the things, are we independent or not? So financially, we would be also checking and see if we are independent. Physically, am I not disabled? Am I able to move around? Am I independent? Then sometimes you are also checking for the small other different kinds of independence, which you think not the emotional one, but which are not only physical, but not only financial, but dependence on a lot of other small things. But how about if we take care of the emotional independence? So once we decide to take care of that, what comes in our mind? I think few things come in our mind is, am I independent of any situation which arises? Because the same situation is served to many people. When anything happens, suppose in this convention, it's given to all the people who are attending the convention. Is everybody reacting the same? Is our mind independent for that? Are we getting affected? And my happiness changes, my behavior changes. We react to that situation and then we endorse it to say that, oh, okay, that's supposed to be normal in this situation. We do not realize it, that we are reacting to the situation. We are different than the other person who is next door to me. What is she reacting or he is reacting to the same situation given to the mass population. So that's when we realize that, we are not independent of the situation if our mind gets disturbed, especially if we endorse it and then say that the reaction is normal in this situation. If we take second thing, is that am I independent to the people? If people's behavior is I'm looking at somebody's behavior, is it my way? If the things are not my way, if they are not behaving the way I want them to behave, that means they have power to disturb me. So where is my independence? That I don't have that independence when I'm giving a power to somebody to work on my emotional independence. So then you become a victim of the situation, victim of the people's behavior. And that is also not being independent. And again, the same person may have said the same thing to 5 different people in the presence, suppose in the family, the situation arises and somebody says, not everybody would feel the same with the sentence or the behavior what the other person did. So according to that, we know that each person is responsible and accountable for its own reaction. So again, we are not independent if we depend on that. One more thing, what else can we do? We also are dependent on what people speak about us, write about us, what they're going to think about us, what they're going to go ahead and publish about us. We depend on that. They say that, right? क्या कहेंगे लोग सबसे बड़ा रोग, क्या कहेंगे लोग. So we are also thinking that way, that we are always thinking about what people would say about me, what do I want to. We become people pleaser, we lose our own identity. And the reason we have to lose our own identity is because we are being not only a people